Welcome, Meta Atheists. I want to do a quick video about the Reason Rally, which unfortunately I just found out about 10 days ago. I'm going to start with my conclusions first that are ordered from the most important to the least important, and they are as follows. I'll follow these up with detail later. Okay, conclusion number one. The most valuable resource for getting a hotel to the Reason Rally is through Room for Reason. Their information, as well as everything I'm about to mention, will be in the description section below. So again, the first one is the most valuable resource for getting a hotel for the Reason Rally is through something called Room for Reason. The best value for a hotel to get to the Reason Rally is at the Bolger, B-O-L-G-E-R, Hotel and Conference Center, I think it's called. $48 a night, and it's a 3-star hotel, by the way, so you're not slumming it. The best area of DC that generally offers the greatest value or the best deals for hotels is Alexandria. Cool tool I came across that you probably don't know about is worldtaximeter.com. You can find out the cab fare from 2 points in any city in the world, any major city in the world. Cool tool that you may know about is Yola, Y-O-L-A. They offer free website building and hosting, and it's quality stuff. And the last thing is to use Kayak to find the best airfare, because Delta is likely not the best way to travel by air, even with their quote-unquote generous discount of 2% to 5%. And like I said, contact information for all of these, for Room for Reason, Bolger, World Taximeter, Yola, and Kayak, are in the description area below. All right, for you bottom line types, that's it. You can stop the video and book your flight via Kayak, book your hotel via Room for Reason, and build a free website using Yola to support the movement. But if you don't simply accept what you are fed, which, assuming that there are no Yahwehites here, is all of you, I hope, here's some detail. I just found out about the Reason Rally a week and a half ago, and I was giddy when I found out about it because they're doing so many things right as far as the purpose and the content of the rally. They're mixing in entertainment. They're making it kid-friendly. And they have some phenomenal speakers. So they're knocking the cover off the ball as far as the rally itself. But for the meta rally, the meta issues, they get mixed reviews. 2 positive things and 2 very negative things. The 2 positive things are, first, the location. Washington, D.C., the National Mall, it has historical power. 2 is the rally buses. Not only does it lower the cost of the travel, but it makes travel enjoyable and actually makes travel part of the event. You can be meeting people and having great discussions while you're going to the rally and on the way back. It's absolutely fantastic. But regarding air travel, I give them a D. Regarding hotels, I give them an F. In fact, what they've done with the air and the hotels actually pisses me off. And the reason is that they make it appear as if they're doing a service for us as prospective attendees. But in the case of the air travel, like I said, they're possibly doing people a disservice. And in the case of hotels, they are almost certainly doing a disservice. But even worse than that is they're likely undermining their efforts to increase the attendance. Again, especially with the hotels. And I'm here to try to counteract that. I want to get people there. So how are they undermining themselves? Well, all they say on their website regarding air travel is that they have a deal with Delta. What they don't tell you is what the cheapest way to get to DC is by air. That's what we want to know. I don't want to know if the most expensive airline has a 2% discount. So we want to know the least expensive way to get there, and that's what I set out to do, and the least expensive way to stay there. So I set out to do both of those things. And it's something that I think the Reason Rally should have done. I used Kayak, which is a cool thing. It's a meta site, to check for the 10 largest cities and the best airfares to DC. Just a quick thing on Kayak. A lot of people will go to Priceline or Travelocity or Orbitz to check the airfares, and then they'll check one, and then the other, and then the third. Kayak checks them all for you, as well as some lesser-known ones, and then spits out the best among them. So as a meta man, I love Kayak because it's a meta site. And in doing that, I found some interesting things. In San Diego, for example, Delta, even with their discount, was the most expensive option, and it was nearly twice the price of the best deal, which was around $400, and Delta was around $700 with their, again, generous discount. I don't have time to go through all of the things that I found, but just go to Kayak and check your city, and then also check Southwest, which doesn't show up on travel websites and often has the best deals. The hotels that the Reason Rally has made deals with, and deals is in quotes there, really have duped the Reason Rally, and the person who negotiated these deals was naive. And because they basically pulled the wool over the eyes of the Reason Rally and the prospective attendees, I wouldn't even want to give my business to these hotels. They've led us to believe that we as attendees are getting a special deal, when the truth is that anyone going to DC that weekend can get the same price or better at these hotels if they don't go through the Reason Rally. In fact, your average person going to DC over this weekend is going to get a better deal because they'll get the same price, but there won't be as many restrictions. But even worse than that is these hotels are overpriced. So what these hotels did, and you can instantly confirm this by going to Kayak, is that they inflate their prices, then they offer a discount that results in no discounted rate at all. All of the prices listed on the website that are supposed to be deals you can find on Kayak. In fact, basically, there's 5 ways you can book a room. You can go to the Reason Rally, click on the link there, and book it, which is the worst of all the ways I'm going to list here. Second is you can go to the Reason Rally, find the hotels, but then go to one of the online booking sites like Priceline or all those. You get a better deal that way. Prices are the same, like I said, but less restrictions. For example, if you book via the link in the Reason Rally, you'll get the supposed discount for only a couple of days. Third is you can go to the Reason Rally, find hotels that are giving discounts, and then go to the hotel's website directly. That will usually give you a better price than you're going to find on Priceline or the like, and you're not going to have the same restrictions. So that's a better way to do it. Fourth is to ignore all the hotels listed by the Reason Rally and look around for yourself. You can go to Kayak to find a good deal, and then you can go to the hotel's site directly to book it. And finally is the thing that I found called Room for a Reason. It's a website that is dedicated to helping get people to the Reason Rally. On the site it says that they not only do they negotiate better deals than anything that you're going to find on Priceline and all those, they can also subsidize some rooms. They're not limited to Bethesda or the National Mall like the Reason Rally hotels are. They also work with higher quality hotels. You can get a 4-star, I even think you can get a 5-star in one of the areas in DC there. So if you want to do it on the cheap, it's a better place to go. If you want to do it more expensively but not waste money, it's the place to go. And it's like a meta site. They've done all the research, and then you just select the area of town you want and the price you want to pay for the quality of hotel, the star level of hotel, and they just book it for you. For example, in Bethesda, they have an $85 3-star hotel, which if you're planning on going to the Overflow Hotel because the convention center is now booked up, you're talking about 85 versus 130. That's $45 a night for 3 nights. You're saving almost 150 bucks. But in addition to that, what this site does that I love is that they help to raise money for the rally or the sponsors. In other words, they say, look, we can get you this great deal, but if we've saved you a bunch of money, what we ask now is that you support the cause not only with your presence, but with financial support. So in that example, say you're saving I guess it would be $135. You threw 35 of that towards one of the sponsors, like Student Secular Alliance, which, by the way, I would recommend because they have a matching thing going on. So the effect of your gift is doubled. I haven't researched them all, but I know that that does exist there. I spoke to August Brunsman myself, the founder of the Student Secular Alliance, and he told me about that. But no matter who you give it to, in that example, you will save the $100 by going through this Room for a Reason site. You'll be able to contribute $35 to the cause that you couldn't have otherwise, or $70 if you give it to Student Secular Alliance, and you're going to be there. So it's, as far as I'm concerned, by far the best option available. I try not to waste money, so initially, before I looked into all of this stuff, I was going to book the cheapest thing that the Reason Rally had, which was $99 in Bethesda. I didn't realize how far away it was from the rally. So then I found this other site, worldtaximeter.com, which will give you the cab fare, and I found out that the round-trip cab fare from the $99 hotel to the mall was $42. So it'd be $141 effectively. It would be what my hotel would cost. I'd be better off if I'd booked one of the supposedly expensive hotels for $140 near the mall and just walked to the mall. And in fact, the Room for a Reason, they've got a $99 option near the mall. So anyway, I'm at the end of my time. I'm sure I missed some of the stuff again, but the biggest thing was Room for a Reason, and check Kayak plus Southwest for airfares. That's it. Hope you guys have a good time. I wish I could go, but please, while you're there, change the world. Thanks.